everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Broncos going up against the Chargers.
And Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the L.A. suburb of Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go! And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. Green, 39. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now let's go. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Give him 30 yards there. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A gain of 3, second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fights him off. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Watson on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. First down carry now for Miller. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Second down, 8.
Here we go.
Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. Forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9,
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Benny Logan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And shedding through the tackle. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On second down, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Justin Houston in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. .44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
2nd and just 1. The gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll throw now on the final play. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. This one fielded at the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
On first down, it's Watson. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's 2nd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Watch number 86. Watch 86. Set. Boom, landed.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Set. 3, 19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Benny Logan in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And Denver getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. 38.
To throw on second is Watson. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Now a handoff to Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
From the gun, Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Pushing his way through. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Hunt looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
Watson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Now it's Miller running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll set up a throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Set. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Fresh set of downs here.
Set. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down following the incompletion.
No. Check. Sack 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Throwing now, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go! 319! 319! Over!
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now it's Hunt, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside.